All right, guys, we are back for another Dokkan Battle video. So this is a big one. I should cover this, right? So this is Global Dokkan is getting their top grossing rewards. Now, let me just say, I do not like how Dokkan does this. I just think it would require no effort, and it would be very simple to just, JP gets their top grossing overall, right? It's not even games category or anything like that. And then they just give out top grossing rewards like for both versions at the same time. I just feel like it's such a simple concept, right? But like Dokkan, they cannot grasp their heads around just doing things at the same time on both versions. I mean, even like, celebration info will come to the versions at different times. Like, sometimes kind of like some celebration type missions will start on JP first because, daily reset for JP for me is at 11 a.m. my time. And then for Global, it's at, I believe, 8 p.m. my time, right? So sometimes missions will go live at that time. I do think the game is better overall if it's just everything is the same across both versions. And I'm not really super sure what about it on Dokkan keeps them from doing that. I don't really know. I don't really know. Now, so JP got top grossing here on the 7th. Okay, so, I mean, it's 3 days later. It's not the end of the world, right? But it's like this book feels like 50 eternities when we don't... Like, it's like I was very confident Global is just going to get the same thing JP is, but it's like, when is Global getting it? Like, that's... like, we don't know. We're not, I don't know. We're not inside of Matsu's head, right? So let's go ahead and take a look here. Let's see what Global got, and then we could kind of like talk about this here. So first place achieved, thanks for your support. Come get 50 stones. Obviously, that's good. I'm sure there are some players who are going to get the new LRs just off of these 50. So that's good. Dokkan has achieved first place on the top action game charts. Yeah, okay. This is exactly why I think it's silly that we even wait multiple days for Global. I think it's foolish because, to me, very clearly, I think that so we've got this here, but what they're actually really doing, I think, is rewarding JP. So, here's what Proton had tweeted, kept like an accounting of this. So top grossing rankings on July 7th. Okay, so this was 3 days ago. Overall 0. 1 of them is games. 4 games action. 8 puzzle action. No, games puzzle. For like actual like first place. Top action game in 3 regions. Okay, so let's take a look here. So yeah, this is country rankings with number 1, 2 to 5 and stuff like that. Okay, interesting. And this is all of them. So Hong Kong was at 2, Macau, France was at 3, Italy was at 6, US at 11. Tisk. These Canada, Spain, Switzerland, Germany, Taiwan. Okay, so there's all that. Now, I feel like I probably should jump on over to this. So I just want to make this point here. Here's JP Dokkan. JP Dokkan did actually hit overall. Like, overall top grossing in Japan. Like, completely, like, overall. Like, not games, not, games action or any of that shit. Just completely overall top grossing. JP Dokkan did hit, right? So here, of course, is what we got. So they hit it, and then they kept it for 3 days, actually. Wow, pretty good. We have seen in the past, like, the 7th anniversary, remember, was top grossing for, like, 2 weeks straight or something. Like, it's craziness, right, for some of them. But this, to me, this is why, like, I feel like they should just give the rewards out at the same time. Because, like, the devs, most of the time, have shown it's overall top grossing that they really care about, right? Not really, like, action and games and stuff like that. I believe, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. Well, you always do. I believe LR Tech Gogeta on Japan, only hit top grossing for games for whatever reason, which is surprising because that's Super Gogeta. So I'm talking June of 2021, which is, again, surprising because Super Gogeta, I believe, only hit top grossing for games, did not hit it overall. I'm not sure what blocked Gogeta. I maybe one of my videos would have shown it from back then, but and they did still give out rewards. And this is something we can talk about with Goresh right here. So Goresh makes this point. So, like, and this applies to, like, Legends, too, right? So, like, Legends, their Ultra Namek Goku and Ultra Full Power Frieza, they got, like, games top grossing or, like, games action and stuff like that in, like, several different regions with the double Ultra release, right? And I would assume, and I think Gresh probably thinks so, too, that Legends, like, they're still probably going to hand out rewards. Because what they do is, and this is something we've known for a while, I've referenced this in thousands of videos at this point. Well, maybe not actually thousands, but a lot of videos. That what happens is, like, they will account in the amount of stones they're giving out for the celebration, right? Like, there's a number they hit. And, I mean, if they think that there's a chance there's top grossing, they'll have that ready to go. And even if the games don't hit, like, you know, overall top grossing or something like that, they would still give it out as, like, a thank you bonus or a special bonus. You know, we've seen this various times across both games. So, Dokkan giving out top grossing rewards for countries hitting top action games. App Store could have a bearing on Legends doing something similar, since Legends had already multiple countries hit top grossing in their games. Yeah, I agree. I bet Legends will hand out rewards for Ultra, Full Power Frieza, and Super Saiyan Goku. Probably like a 1,000 Chrono Crystals or something like that, for sure. And I also mentioned here, too, that it could be them wanting to be fair to global, since JP hit overall top grossing, right? Like Dokkan did. And then Goresh makes this point again, which is a good one. This is a good point. That, like, they'll, you know, say whatever to give out those stones. So, but this brings me back to my original point. 6 a.m. on the 7th, global should get this too. Same time. Just do it. It does not, like, I don't, like, this is why, like, I swear people have gotten mad at me when I said this before. Take away stones from missions and login. Most of these little shits don't even realize. And then if you just give it to them in this form, they go, ooh, even if it's 50 less from, like, missions and login. Like, they don't even realize, right? Like, that's where, like, Dokkan, like, gotta start handing this out at the same time. It's been years of, like, them being, like, weird about top grossing for global, and it pissing global players off. Remember the Blue Kaioken Goku Christmas, December of 2019, how pissed off people were? It was, like, they, like, kind of, like, reference it, they ended up referencing it in the news, basically. So, top action game, here's the 3 regions. Regions. Region category would be good for Dokkan. Here's the 3. France, Hong Kong, and Macau right there. First place on top action game. Wow. You could flip this and say how Dokkan has fallen, right? But, I mean, no, it is just, you know, Blue Goku and Vegeta with Vegito Blue as an active skill. If they fused into Vegito Blue, this probably would say first place overall, I bet. So here's the rewards. I believe these are just exactly the same, which Dokkan must always do, by the way. So the 50 stones, the orbs, yeah, is 5,000. 10 Kais, which is the same there. Yeah, okay. 50 growth keys. Yeah, so the rewards are exactly the same, sure enough. And then that distribution period is until the 22nd. So there we go. Global finally hands out their top grossing. I really do wish that what Dokkan would start doing is they would hand out top grossing to, you know, like, let's just use for the example, Global hits it first. Global, boom, you know, hits one of these top grossing. Just hand it out to both versions. And then if the games get, like, really nuts with top grossing, maybe hand out, like, a second one later. I don't know. It just doesn't seem to make a ton of sense to me for them to truly count these as separate. I don't understand. Why count these as separate? It is the same fucking game, dude. right? Like, it's silly. So, like, Global should have gotten this 6 a.m. on the 7th, like JP did. Let's, in the future, Dokkan, just do that, dude. Take away 50 stones from login. People won't even notice. And then just, you know, get it out faster at the same time. Because that will... It just will feel less shitty. It's the same thing with Vegito Blue being an active skill. Regardless of if it's maybe not even that big of a deal or not, it still feels shitty. Right? That's the point. It feels shitty. Global getting this, like, for days, it just feels shitty. So, I think Dokkan should, you know, hand it out. Let me know what you guys, or hand out at the same time. Let me know what you guys think. I'll catch y'all next time.